Hello students, welcome my friend channel. Here I am giving me answers for the multiple choice question practice sets given on my website. Here instead of mentioning direct answers for the questions, answers are made bold. So please mind the font difference to get the answers for the questions. Foundation Course Set 1 Sybcom Sem 3 Unit 1 MCQ for practice. K. Choose correct option for the answer. 1 blank is a form of discrimination which leads to unequal outcomes. A. Deprivation. B. Exploitation. C. Neglect. D. Poverty. 2. Right to blank is a fundamental right. A. Life. B. Work. C. Public assistance. D. Consumer satisfaction. 3 blank % of SC children remain out of school. A. 22.8. B. 34.1. C. 48. D. 21.5. 4. Infrastructural developmental projects leads to blank of tribals from their homes. A. Migration. B. Displacement. C. Exploitation. D. Neglect. 5. Poor blank has resulted in weaker position of women in employment. A. Nutrition. B. Education. C. Opportunities. D. Competition. 6. Child labor is most prevalent in blank sector. A. Marketing. B. Domestic. C. Agriculture. D. Industries. 7 blank is the largest minority religious group in our country. A. Parsis. B. Christians. C. Sikhs. D. Muslims. 8. Article blank restricts the right to free movement throughout the territory of India and the right to reside and settle in any part of the country. A. 18. B. 19. 5. C. 23. D. 21. 9. Reservation of seats for SCs and STs is allowed in the state legislative assemblies according to Article blank. A. 32. B. 332. C. 330. D. 315. 10. The SCs and STs Prevention of Atrocities Act blank prevents the commission of atrocities against SCs and STs by persons other than non-SCs and non-STs. A. 1988. B. 1989. C. 1990. D. 1991. 11. Under the Prevention of Domestic Violence Act, 2005, A. blank has been appointed to address the cases of domestic violence. A. Liaison Officer. B. Protection Officer. C. Attorney General. D. Lieutenant Colonel. 12. Legal Services Authorities Act, 1987 provides for free legal services to blank persons. A. Disabled. B. Elderly. C. Women. D. Children. 13. The castes, races or tribes that are deemed under blank underscore are referred as scheduled castes. A. Article 341. B. Article 366C. Article 342D. Article 361. 14. Maximum incidents of rape are reported in the state of blank. A. Andhra Pradesh. B. Uttar Pradesh. C. Arunachal Pradesh. D. Madhya Pradesh. 15. Maximum incidents of rape are reported in blank city. A. Mumbai. B. Delhi. C. Madhya Pradesh. D. Patna. 16. No child below the age of blank years shall be employed in any factory or minor hazardous occupation. A. 14. B. 16. C. 18. D. 20. 17. Blank rights make an individual self-sufficient and self-reliant in his/her basic needs. A. Political. B. Economic. C. Social. D. Civil. 18. The tribes or tribal communities that are deemed under blank underscore are referred as scheduled tribes. A. Article 341. B. Article 342. C. Article 340D. Article 343. 19 blank of 1894 gave sovereign power to government to take away any land in the name of public purposes. A. Forest Act. B. Land Acquisition Act. C. Forest Rights Act. D. National Tribal Policy. 20. NHRC shall consist of a chairperson who has been blank. A. Chief Justice of High Court. B. Retired Judge of the Supreme Court. C. Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. D. Member of a national NGO. 21 blank rights are guaranteed only to the citizens of the state. A. Civil. B. Economic. C. Political. D. Social. 22. According to World Bank report, blank is the major cause of female infertility. A. Illiteracy. B. Diseases. C. Poverty. D. Malnutrition. 23. By the blank Act 1980, thousands of tribals became encroachers overnight. A. Land alienation. B. Forest resources. C. Forest conservation. D. Land acquisition. 24. As per 2011 census, scheduled tribes form blank of the total population in India. A. 18.6%. B. 8.6%. C. 4.9%. D. 5%. 25. As per 2011 census, scheduled castes comprise about blank of India's population. A. 16.6%. B. 8.6%. C. 4.9%. D. 5%. 26 blank takes for commercial sexual exploitation, organ donation, forced marriages, begging, etc. A. Domestic violence. B. Bride burning. C. Women trafficking. D. Eve teasing. 27 blank underscore has the second largest number of senior citizens in the world. A. India. B. China. C. USA. D. Bangladesh. 28 blank underscore has the highest number of child labor in the world. A. India. B. China. C. USA. D. Bangladesh. 29 India has blank official languages. A. 14. B. 17. C. 22. D. 18. 30. The headquarters of National Human Rights Commission is at blank. A. Mumbai. B. Chennai. C. Delhi. D. Kolkata. Thank you for watching this video. Students, don't forget to subscribe this channel.